Hello guys, Be Nice 78, Brian here. So I just thought I'd make a video on the Uvalde shooting, the Tulsa shooting, and just kind of give my opinion of what I think and some things that I've heard and just things that Biden has said, the gun ban, Canada. This could be a pretty lengthy video, so I'm just gonna go right on into it. First being the Uvalde shooting. So I hope this is wrong. I really do hope this is wrong, but I've seen where supposedly the officers, once they finally did get there, went after their children first. This is what, now I hope that's wrong. I hope. But I can't say because I really don't know. But this is, I saw this on Guns and Geeks podcast last night. And Matt was saying that was what happened. And, God bless, man. I hope that's not the case. But there is no excuse. I'm a former police officer, and I am a retired veteran. And there's just no excuse, none, for that, for officer response, especially to a shooting, especially in a school, to take that long. There is no excuse for that, none. And I think that the chief royally screwed the pooch on the deal, and I think that the officers were afraid. I think they were scared. And not prepared to put their lives in harm's way. And that is absolutely wrong. Those children could have been alive. The majority of them could have still been alive had it not been for their shitty response and their self-serving, just the way that they did things, and making sure that they came out of it unscathed. Okay, so there was a couple of them were shot. They were freaking grazed, okay? They were grazed, okay? Whatever. And this was one guy, okay? Coming from I'm going to switch over to soldier a minute. As a soldier, there is nothing on God's green earth that would have stopped us from taking this fucker out immediately. A door would not have stood in our way like it did with the Uvalde PD. I guess the door was just too much for him. It just totally fucked up the whole program, and I just don't understand that. But as a soldier, first thing we would have done is flank the classroom. I hear there was a window as well. Okay, it would have been an instant. He'd have been dead instantaneously, probably with minimal rounds. And we would not, as soldiers, we would never, and even as police officers, would never, ever put our lives first, especially when children are at risk. That is pathetic. That little girl had to call the police. She called 911 what I believe was like 3 or 4 times, and asked where the men with the guns were. What do you say to that? What do you say to that? That's sickening. Absolutely sickening. Though there is not a goddamn excuse for that. There's just not. God, I'm so fucking mad about that. It's just, I can't imagine what was going through that chief's head. You know, oh, he mistake this for a barricaded suspect. Really? I mean, really? First off, this was a school. Now I understand that the difference between the barricaded suspect and an active shooter. I get it. Okay. However, this was at a school. Okay? This was during the school day at a school. I'm sorry. You know, supposedly he thought that, oh, well, everybody was dead anyway, so, you know, we don't have to have a quick response. We can take our time. Everybody's dead. Really? So you were just going to wait for him to go around and kill everybody in the school? Are you fucking stupid? Yes, in this case, apparently so. And, I mean, come on, man. Really? That is insane. Absolutely insane. Either scenario, barricaded suspect, active shooter, in that situation, you would still treat it as an active shooter, whether it's barricaded or not. You get your ass in there. And you get your ass in there as fast as humanly possible, especially when children are at risk. And this dickhead didn't know nothing. He didn't know shit. And now he acts, he's all, you know, you saw him on TV, you know, he was all shaking everybody's hand. Oh, yeah. And then when the news went up to try to talk to him, oh, he don't want to talk to them, you know, oh, I've been on the phone with the state every day. Bullshit. The state already said, oh no, he's not cooperating. That son of a bitch ought to be slapped in cuffs immediately. He ought to be slapped to handcuffs and charges brought against him. Just, my God. So, that's just crazy. That's just, you know, and for all it took was one Border Patrol agent to, off duty, borrowed a gun and went and took this son of a bitch out. If that would have happened right when the whole thing the shit hit the fan, that one Border Patrol agent would have saved all his children. So, anyway, okay. I'm sorry. That chief is an absolute asshat fucktard, and I disagree with everything he did. I disagree with all of his decisions. I really do. And his officers, chicken shit, all the way, absolute pussies. So, okay. Tulsa shooting, we really don't know a lot. The guy went in to, I believe, was a medical office, and shot 4 people, killed 4 people, and then killed himself. So, my opinion, he got off way too easy. That's just shitty. What a chicken shit. You know, Another thing, I just don't know. I mean, I'm sorry, but isn't it odd how these shootings are happening so often now? All of a sudden, don't we? There's a lot of shit going around. Biden wanting his gun control and all this, and I don't know. I would not. Uh, I wouldn't put it past the government. I wouldn't put it past Biden to put people up to doing these shootings. I really wouldn't. I really wouldn't. Uh, he's absolutely retarded, and he doesn't know shit. He's just a puppet being controlled by his handlers. That's it. He's not, and he ain't calling the shots. It's Harris and Obama and all them dipshits. They're calling the shots. That idiot, he couldn't make a decision to wipe his own ass. So anyway, so now he wants to do a gun ban. Now Trudeau goes and bans. He's banning firearms in Canada now, and Biden now he wants to ban firearms in the U.S. I think he was starting out with 9mm, which is the most popular round beside pistol round we have here. Is what most people use, and so he's banning. He wants to. I really don't think it's going to happen, but he wants to ban the 9mm, especially because 9mm. If you're shot with a 9mm, it's just going to blow your lung right out your back. It's just going to just blow you wide open, boy. I should fucking tell you what. Yeah. Yeah, he's that stupid. Supposedly a doctor told him this. An emergency room doctor, I guess. That's bullshit. Absolute bullshit. Unless that emergency room doctor is as stupid as Biden, I just no. I'm not gonna believe that. And but it's just like they politicize everything. Like immediately they start politicizing the shooting. The parents didn't even have time to mourn their children that had been shot before the Democrats started in on gun control. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's sickening because now they're still mourning. And look at what has happened here. The parents, these poor parents, haven't even had a chance to bury their children before these assholes start in, gun ban. They just use it. It's sickening. It's so sickening. And it just royally pisses me off because there's no sense in that. There's no sense in that. And they don't care about those kids. They couldn't give two shits about those children. They couldn't care at all. They just don't give a damn. This whole thing is about gun control. Control, period. They want a one world economy, one world, one everything. And they want to be in control of it all, including us. They know that they can't control us as long as we have firearms. They know that. they know that they're not gonna, they can't do shit. They know there's more of us than there is them. And they know as long as we are armed, we will defend ourselves and we will stop tyranny. Well, yeah. Okay, that's the other thing. I say we will. That is if there's enough people that will stand up and fight this shit. I really have to stop and go, would there be enough people? Would people actually stand and hold the line on this? Would people do that? I don't know. I'm starting to wonder, honestly, from some of the things, some of the way people act, and I don't know. It's just stupid how they get on here and they talk a lot of shit, but if it came down to it, the chance of them actually putting their life out there is little to none. I seriously doubt a lot of them would. Oh, but I digress. I think in the instance of the schools, there are a lot of veterans out there that are unemployed, that have nothing else going on in their lives, that would absolutely love a chance to secure these schools. We would do it in a heartbeat. And this shit would stop. I can promise you that. Because we would definitely lay our lives down to stop a shooter from hurting kids, teachers, whatever. That's just how we are. That's how we're wired. We are made that way. And there's a lot of us out there, a lot of vets, like I say, that are unemployed. Give them some training. Let them go through some, refreshers. Send them. Let them go and get some training, and let them get a certification, what have you. Pay for it. Let the state pay for it. Get like they said on several videos out there now. The state's got so much money they're giving to all kinds of stupid shit. Why not give it to what matters? Give it to these schools for security reasons. Just give them allocate so much for physical personal security, for personnel, and for them to get trained up and paid. Give them a few bucks to go out there and secure the school, but they would do it in a heartbeat. So that's really what I wanted to get off my chest. I just really feel like there was no reason for these children to lose their lives. There was no reason whatsoever for that. None. And no excuse for those officers and that piece of shit chief to act like they did. 19 officers got in that school. 19 waited around for a key from the janitor. They just sat around. What in the hell did they do? They just stacked up and waited while this asshole was in there shooting kids? No. absolutely unacceptable. Absolutely unfucking acceptable. No, not happening. Not happening. That's just shit. And like I say, that chief ought to have cuffs slapped on the son of a bitch and charges brought against him for endangering. That's just bullshit. So, you know, I'm sorry about the cussing and all. I'm just so tired of this. You know, I'm here. I'm in Arkansas, so here we're a gun-friendly state, and our teachers in my town, our teachers are armed. They are armed, and they have training to use that weapon, and will use that weapon. Down here, a person's going to think twice about trying to hold up a school here or go in to do a school shooting here. Here, you do that shit here, you're in the fast lane to hell. You're going to die, and it's going to be quick. So that shit don't really happen here, and they know it. They go for places that are weak and have weak points. That's the way it goes. And it's just too bad these kids had to be in that weak point and had to pay for other stupidity. So anyway, I'm really trying. I want to try to get my videos up again, start going. You know, get back to doing weapon reviews and stuff. Of course, we can't do that. There's certain rules about that now, but I'd really like to get back into it. Let me know what you guys think down below. If you think I should, if you think that, you know, give me your opinion. I really do. I really would like the feedback. And I'd like to know also what you guys think, and girls, gals, whatever, think about this, everything I've talked about. I really would like to know. If you think I'm wrong, I want to know. If you agree with me, I want to know. So let me know what you think, and subscribe. Subscribe to my channel if you like what I've said, and if you like, you know, you like me, subscribe, and we'll get this show back up on the road. Till next time, you guys have a great evening, and God bless.